Hello everybody, welcome, it's me John, aka Nolsey, and I'm back now from TFNation, and it is now time for my haul and thoughts, post-thoughts of TFNation 2022. So without any more wasting of your time, I'm going to get straight into my haul first, and then I will get into my thoughts. Let's do this thing! Alright then, so let's have a quick look then at my haul. So, this haul this year was probably not the biggest of my hauls pickups out of all the years that I've been going to these conventions, but to be quite honest with you, I had this conversation with a few people and during the event, and a lot of people said the same thing, that nothing really was jumping out at people, even though there was a lot of variety, but there was just something that, including myself, I just didn't really know what I wanted. Well, what I ended up getting, I am actually pretty happy with, and in the past, I've mentioned this before, in the past I have messed up, bought way too much, and I just haven't appreciated what I've ended up coming home with, and over the years I've got rid of a lot of the stuff that I've picked up. But what I got here, I am really quite chuffed with. I picked up, actually the first thing I picked up on the Saturday, I picked up Legacy Knockout. Now, I didn't pre-order this guy when he was up for pre-order. I wasn't quite sure whether to get him or not, but I do not like the original Prime Knockout toy. I just don't think it looks the part, especially the vehicle. But the vehicle mode looks okay, but the robot mode, it looks absolutely nothing like the Prime toy character at all. It's completely different. This is much closer, and so I'm quite happy I got him. Then I got 3 figures. The rest of the figures I got off of Toy Foo, and I picked up, he's not complete, he's missing his missiles, but he has his Minicon partner, and he has his horns, and he has the panel that I was missing on Armada Megatron. He is literally up there, look, all complete and lovely. As he has the missiles, it doesn't really matter, so I can actually put the missiles into Galvi as well. So yeah, so I got Armada Galvatron, and he is beautiful. And then again off of, this was actually I think the last purchase of the weekend. Let me just get, there we go. I got this off of Toy Foo. Transformers United, Seekers Elite, Ramjet, Dirge and Thrust. And then I also, off Toy Foo, the last toy is this little weird guy. I had to get a Beast Wars related toy, and I saw this. I can't remember the guy's name. I think someone mentioned the name Scourge at one point, and then somebody mentioned, is it Igranicus or Igranus or something? I'm sure somebody will mention in the comments who this guy actually is, but it's a Transmetal 2 character, and he looks absolutely weird, absolutely mental. But I have a soft spot for weird looking Beast Wars related toys, especially the basic line, which is this guy's part of the basics line, I believe. But he is a pretty cool looking figure. And then I got gifted a couple of things. Really awesome art print I got off of Raymond. He saw me, and this is from Cons. I believe this is a German Transformers convention that he has gone to, and it's a really nice bust of Laserbeak and Soundwave. So this will be getting framed, and it'll be in here somewhere. So thank you very much, Raymond, for that. Because I picked up a couple of t-shirts from Lucan's Tees from Lucan, they quite kindly gave me this. I didn't get it signed. I should have, But to be quite honest with you, I don't really do signatures anymore. I prefer to get a photograph with the guests of honour. I prefer to get a photograph nowadays because I just think photographs, they last longer. It's a really cool print, really nice print. And then I got this. This was actually literally it only just got there. Oh no, on the Friday. I was transferring over from the Gardening Hotel and to transferring over to the Metropole on the Friday, and I just got there and I was talking to a couple of people in the queue, and my good friend Jinx, he just came up to me, running up to me, says, "Oh Nosy, hello, how are you?" And he goes, I've got a drawing for you that I promised you of tarantulas." And I went, "Oh, fantastic." I don't actually remember the conversation, but thank you ever so much for this. This is actually pretty damn cool. You know, the Predacon insignia behind him, and it's like a silhouette of tarantulas. So thank you ever so much for that. I really do appreciate that. And of course, I got a couple of t-shirts. Like I mentioned, I had the print that I was given, which was the truck versus monkey print. I also, from Lucan, I also got the t-shirt that print is on the t-shirt of. So yeah, oops, I got this primetime one, I believe it is. So yeah, like kind of inspired by Mask, which is really cool. So yeah, so I got that one, and I got this one as well, which is fucking sweet. They're both awesome. Yeah, check out my good friend Lucan Stees. He is fucking brilliant. He is a really good artist, and these t-shirts that he comes out with are just absolutely genius, and yeah, and very, very good quality as well. Oh yes, so then that is my haul. Hope you enjoyed. So yes, and yes. So let's get into my thoughts. So I don't know how long this video is going to be. I'm going to try and condense it as much as I can. It was such a whirlwind of a weekend. Some stuff I would have forgotten about. Maybe some names as well at this moment in time might forget me, or I might forget a few names to faces, whatever. So, but we'll just see how we do, shall we? Basically, if you remember seeing me at any point, whether we've spoken, whether you went to TFN for the first time, by all means comment below the video. Let me know who you are. And that way, hopefully, we can keep in some kind of contact, I guess. And it also helps me to remember people's names and usernames or whatever, user tags, whatever you. So, TFNation 2022 was an absolute blast. I had a frigging great time, people. I had a great time. Man, there was a lot of emotion going around behind the scenes, and also it was very apparent that everybody attending they had missed this. Everyone I spoke to said the same thing. Everybody was on the same level of thought and emotion, and everybody was on the same wavelength. And you could see how much people have missed their friends. Maybe not necessarily the convention per se, but they missed sitting in that bar at the Metropole Hotel, or sitting in the bar and reminiscing and catching up with good friends. And none of us, unless you are lucky enough to have been able to go to other things, like there has been a few Comic Cons that a couple of people that go to TFN also attend those as well. So if you were lucky enough to be able to maybe bump into a couple of regular faces or familiar faces at other events, then good on you. But for me, speaking for myself here, I have not seen anyone for about 3 years that goes to TFN. The only two people I've seen is obviously Sam, Triple Zero Firestorm, and Tony, and they don't really count. Well, they do count, obviously, because they are regular TFN people and Auto Assembly in the past. But what I mean is people outside of Tony and Sam. I haven't seen any of those lot for 3 years. Maybe about 3 years. Yeah, it was an incredible weekend. Firstly, before I get too far into this, I have a big thank you and some appreciation that I want to shoot out here to Billy and to Carol Brown, David, to Grace, the Mapes brothers, the other David, Gareth, everybody, the volunteers, to all the main people that put the convention together in the first place. Thank you to you all for putting on yet again a brilliant show, and also thank you for bringing it back, because from the way the conversation was going, it looked a bit dire, to be quite honest, of where the future, whether there's going to be a future for TFNation, because of the situation where there wasn't one for like 3 years now. Well, 3 years this weekend just gone. Yeah, it. You know what? Just thank you to you all. You really are fantastic at what you do. You take so much of your own personal time out every single year, every minute of the day. It's on the side of what you do as an occupation, as a job or what have you. Your spare time is just taken up with bringing us TFNation each and every year, and thank you for that. And even though you all sacrifice so much to bring us this event, but it was, I don't quite know what myself or majority of the people that go to TFN would do if TFN was to no longer continue. I think it would be an incredible void in most of our lives, because it's such a special event. Not for the toys and for the guests and everything else. It's the social side of it. Yes, there would no doubt be some meetups that people would probably do in order to try and gather ourselves, and so we can actually go someplace for a couple of days or something and meet up with people as a meetup, kind of thing. That would definitely happen if TFN sadly wasn't to continue. But TFN will continue. I know it will. I have faith in the people behind the scenes, and I have faith that TFN will have a very, very vibrant future. I do really believe that. And so much hard work has gone into this, and it's in great, capable hands. The people behind the scenes, it's in great, capable hands. And I generally do think it will continue, and it will do well for many years to come. But I guess we will find out in the next coming weeks, when all the figures are in, and all that kind of thing, the official figures, and whether we'll find out the dates for TFN next August, hopefully, very soon. But yeah, man, it was so good. It was so good. I mean, the amount of people I met, I met some new people for the first time. Sadly, I don't know all the names. I don't even remember any names being mentioned. I know there was a kid called Jim that came from Florida, and he apparently got engaged to his girlfriend, now fiance, obviously, to his girlfriend at the time at TFNation, and he came all the way from Florida. So, congratulations to you two on your engagement. And so I remember that person as a first-time attendee. And just being able to reminisce, I was sharing with Chris and Matt Grant and Chris Evans, America's Ass. So I was sharing with those two, and I was also on the Thursday night, I was sharing with my good bud Lawrence. So as you would have seen in my vlog, I now have my special TFNation 2022 vlog is now up. Many of you have already seen it. It's only going into like the second day since I uploaded it, and it has actually done very, very well, and I am actually very, very pleased with the outcome. But yeah, so if anyone's interested, links in the description. You can go and check that out on another time if you wished. But man, it was so good to see Chris and Matt, Lawrence, because I hadn't seen Lawrence for a while either. Tony, I don't see Tony very often, even though we don't live very far from each other. But, you know, I saw Tony, obviously, because we travelled up together. Seeing Mark Pierce, seeing Billy, seeing Patrina, seeing David Calopran. Come on, names. Richard Fieldhouse. See what I mean? My mind is absolutely white, and I can't remember fucking names. Or Lizzie as well. Also seeing Candice for the first time, because she came along with Gary Chalk. It was really great to see Candice for the first time. We've been friends for years, but yet we've never met in person. You know, so it was so good. I mean, I'm just going to make things easier on myself and for you guys watching. But to everybody that I hugged, high-fived, and spoke to throughout the whole weekend, thank you for your contribution to me having a great weekend. It really was such a good time catching up with everybody. My God, I've not laughed so hard in a long time. I'm not just saying that for the video's sake. I'm generally being honest. I haven't, you know, it was proper gut laughing, out loud laughing. I've not done that for a while. It was so goddamn good. It was so good. Yeah, Thursday we got to well, we travelled up on the Thursday, me and Tony, and upon arriving at Birmingham, as you would have seen in my vlog, which I've mentioned in the vlog as well, basically, you know, we got to Birmingham coach station about maybe a good hour, maybe a bit more than an hour, maybe an hour and a half earlier than we had anticipated. So we had to wait for Lawrence, and we went on to, we ended up going into, I believe it was called the Bull Ring Tavern, the pub, and we went in there, and we had like a good few beers. We got a bit merry, got a little bit, you know, it was kind of cool just to chill out with Tony for an hour or so while we was waiting for Lawrence, and you know, it was really cool actually. I quite enjoyed that. And then we finally met up with Lawrence, got in a taxi, made our way to our alternative hotels for the night, because I was at the Garden Inn, Hilton Garden Inn, which is on the airport side of the NEC, and I think Tony was in an Ibis with Nick and a few other people. And so we're pretty much in a stone throw away from one another. So instead of, because there was a problem with the Metropole, we was all gonna go and meet up at the bar at the Metropole, as we would normally do. Everyone that got there, like on the Thursday, we would all meet, we would all congregate at the Metropole and have like a day zero celebration, because, you know, Thursday is kind of unofficially tagged as day zero. So we was hoping to kind of meet up with everybody at the bar on the Thursday, but unfortunately, due to unforeseen circumstances, because of the Commonwealth Games, there was no admittance. There was turning people away at the entrances. They had like a massive security presence, and apparently there was police. There was all sorts there. That tried to attempt to go into the Metropole. So what happened is a few people ended up going to TGI's, I think, for a meal. And I think I met up with Gareth, or Gruffy. I met up with him and Lawrence, me and Lawrence and Gruffy. We went to Burger King for something to eat. And then we ended up, there was actually we went across to where there was at TGI's, and we met everybody in TGI's after having something to eat. J-Bot and everybody that was there, Sam Silvermoon, and all, you know, a few other people that was there at the time. And after that, we then was going to go move on, and was going to go to another hotel bar. But my God, we went on this epic journey to try and find this Premier Inn, I think it was. We could not find it for the life of money. We could not find it. So Mark Pierce, myself, and a few other people that we met, Catherine and a few other people. We all just decided to just not bother looking for this hotel, and we ended up going back to the Ibis where Tony and Nick were staying. And we met up with Jermaine as well while there. And so yeah, we just kind of chilled out in that bar on the Thursday evening, and it was pretty darn cool. You know, there was quite a few of us there. Richard Fieldhouse was there as well. And we just kind of had a real good little laugh and a few drinks in that bar instead on the Thursday night, which was cool. And then coming into Friday, I had to transfer, me and Lawrence had to transfer over, and a few other people had to transfer over to the Metropole for the rest of the weekend. So we did that, sorted my bags out, put my bags in Lawrence's room temporarily until Chris and Matt got there. And then we just kind of, from then on, Friday onwards, we just chilled out in the Metropole bar. And that was that. So I didn't actually go to any panels except for Gary Chalk's and the end panel, which was pretty much like Meet the Team panel, which was just before the closing ceremony. Or was it after the close? Yeah, no, it was just before the closing ceremony, and then the closing ceremony was after that. So yeah, I didn't go to any panels. I was going to. I wanted to go to the Andy Cousins one, and I wanted to maybe go and check out the Transformers the movie on the Friday evening. But you know what? I lost track of time because I was having such a good time catching up with everybody in the bar and just readjusting myself back into that kind of environment again. And because it's been so long since I've been around that amount of people and for a while. And yeah, the time just sped away from me. It really did. And unfortunately, I missed a lot of stuff throughout the weekend. But I got to the panel that was the main panel I wanted to go to was Gary Chalk's panel. I made that. And I went to Meet the Team panel, which was, and also the ending ceremony and everything. I went to all that on the Sunday. But yeah, it was such a great event. It was fantastic. Loved every moment of it. And it was you guys, the people, that made it that special. That special. I'm not. People probably think I'm a soppy, stupid twat. Well, most of you probably think I'm not like that. But anyways, but you know, or saying these things just for the camera's sake and for your sake. I'm not saying these nice words just for you know, to try and elevate myself on YouTube or whatever. I'm not. I'm generally being honest when I say these words. You know, that's what you get with me. You don't get fake persona with me. You get honest persona. I am just being myself. And that's how I've always projected myself over the years. And yeah, so that's what that's what I do, and that's how I'm coming over now. And I generally do mean that. It was the people that made it for me this year. And yeah, seeing Gary Chalk, seeing Candice, seeing everybody else was just a nice little bonus. Well, Gary Chalk, obviously, because Candice was his handler, in a way, kind of his helper. But it was nice to see Candice as well. And to actually catch up with Lizzie and everything, and Lawrence and everybody else. It was just a great time. Absolutely loved it. At this moment in time, I can't remember of any other standout moments. You know, we had a good laugh playing Cards Against Humanity on the Sunday evening. We also now I have a couple of new nicknames that is probably going to haunt me for the rest of my convention appearances. I am now the Thinking Nerd. Just let that sink in for a moment. I am now known as the Thinking Nerd because for some reason everybody really liked how soft my scalp was, and they just kind of would, whenever there was thinking, they would I'm the thinking nerd, so they would just rub my, when I was thinking about something, Richard and a few others would just rub my scalp as I was thinking about something. So I'm now known as the thinking nerd. Brilliant. And also Tickle Me Nosy, kind of like a play on Tickle Me Elmo. And Horizon, yeah, whatever. I know a few people will know what I mean when I do that. Anyway. Oh my god. Yeah. If anything else crops up and I remember anything that happened during the weekend, I will probably do another vlog sometime, and I'll probably probably add extra things that come to my mind in a vlog. But at the moment, this is what I'm going to do, because, you know, it perfectly captures the moment to a certain degree. You're not going to get, you're not getting every single thing described, but that's not what this video is about. It's not about describing every little thing, like how good the bedroom was and how good the hotel room was, or things of that description. I'm here to just talk about some really cool people that I met, and just extend the hand of gratitude to Billy and the crew. And also, one final thing I would like to mention. I actually forgot to mention this when I was speaking to Billy. But I don't want to say, I'm not saying this because I'm gloating or anything, but I want to say that thank you to Billy and the team for the appreciation shown at myself. Why I say that is that during the ending ceremony there was like a credits, and I noticed my name in the ending credits as a thank you shout out, and I just want to say a big thank you to those people that did that. I wasn't expecting that, and it was a nice little surprise, and I just want to say a huge thank you for the appreciation shown back at me. I don't do these videos, or my videos, I don't do it for recognition. I don't do it for the praise. I don't. I do it because it's just a little thing to help them guys get the word of mouth out, get the information out. That's all I do these videos for. But for them to do that was an absolute, it was just very nice of them. And I noticed they did it for quite a few other people as well. And thank you ever so much for the shout out and appreciation there. I really do appreciate that. That was really nice of you guys. But anyway, so I'm going to go now. That was my post thoughts and my haul. Thank you very much for watching. And again, if you haven't seen it yet, my vlog, TFN 2022 vlog link is in the description. Go and check it out if you wish. Thank you. And till next time, I guess. I will be there with bells on. See you soon.